So, super fast sourdough recipe in the Evo 6. So we have 960 grams of flour here, mostly white with 10% dark rye. Just really love the colour that the dark rye gives the crust and the slight nuttiness from it. So that's that in. We're going to put bulk of 630 grams of icy water in, but hold some back. We want a stiffish dough to start with, and then we've got a nice ripe sourdough starter. I've already weighed it full, so I'm going to basically just pop that in, check it, and it should, when it says minus 400, that will be enough. The starter has a bit of rye in it as well, so we've used most of our starter there, but we'll mix some flour and water with that and off it'll go again. So that's it, all ingredients in. We're going to take it to about 60% hydration initially and bring that together, get the gluten forming, get it into a pumpkin shape, and then once we've got that, we'll chuck the salt in, dribble in the water, increase the speed, and that will be our dough. Whilst we're on it, might as well talk about this machine a bit. This is the touchscreen version of Sunmix's latest. This is the Evo 6 model, so that is 6 kilograms of dough capacity. Fully touchscreen, fully programmable, bowl, light, temperature sensor, so it'll turn off when it hits 23 degrees automatically. You can set recipes in it, timer, manual mode, you can reverse the direction of the bowl, bits and bobs like that. Fully powder coated, all seamless, nowhere for water to get in. Everything's nice and rounded, no sharp edges. So it's a vast improvement on the previous model, which was an awesome machine, but this is even better. So let's have a look. You can see that that is coming together already. So that's not taking long at all. That's the bonus of keeping the hydration down. Let's raise you up a little bit and then we can look down on it and we won't need to keep moving the camera. And just crop in. There we go. Yep, sound. So this is it. I've just got that on 100 RPM. It goes right down to 50 RPM does this machine, but I've never really needed it down that low. You can see the bowl's coming clean. This is a double batch this, so this will make me 2 1 kilo sourdough loaves, going for a fairly rustic loaf. Sorry, thinking about something else then. Yeah, the bit of rye in it just gives you a real nice dark crust and adds just a depth of flavour that, I mean, sometimes I love just a good old white loaf with some decent flour, but I do like about 10% of dark rye in it. This is shipped to Mills premium Canadian flour, so it's quite high protein. We'll up the speed a little bit, we'll go to 150. Doing this upside down, so not the easiest. Dribble in a little bit more water because it's looking a touch on the dry side. It's ice cold water as that because everything's quite warm in the kitchen today. The dough's warm, the machine's warm. We're at 16 degrees already. This is of course sea salt as well, so I'm going to put it in a bit earlier than I usually would because it needs time to dissolve. So that's 30 grams of salt in there. The recipe for this is on our website at Pizza Solutions. I've literally just doubled up the recipe on our website. I'm going to go up to, where are we? Pressing the wrong button. I'm going to go up to 200 now. Whip that up. about all the crashing. Just going to pop a bit of olive oil. What we'll do is we'll do our bulk fermentation in this. Should take about 2 kilos of dough. So we'll just whip it up to 300 now. Let's go for it. Easily absorbing that water. Going to be nowhere near pushing this to its limit. We're at 19 degrees according to the inbuilt thermometer. These need calibrating when the machine comes, so you can go into the settings plus or minus 10 degrees and get that spot on. You can test your dough with a probe and then just set your infrared thermometer up to read the same, and then that's it. You shouldn't really have to touch it again. Maybe every year or two, half a year, check the calibration, make sure it hasn't run out for any reason. That has taken that water, absolutely no problem. Not sure what hydration we're at there percentage wise, probably around the 70-75% mark. There we go, got nice. Can we see it? Yeah, rather nice. Pumpkin shape going, plenty of gluten. You can see up there we're about 20 degrees, so we'll just carry on mixing. I'm going to take it to 23 and we'll show you it automatically. Turn off when it hits temperature. In the meantime, we'll get our starter fed. Because we've depleted it completely pretty much, I'm going to put 200 grams of water in. Give that a stir. This is the thing, once you've set that temperature, you forget about it pretty much. I'll also put 200 of flour in. And what we'll do, we'll leave this out for a couple of hours at room temperature. Once it shows sign of activity, just pop it into the fridge where it'll stay until I need it next time. There you go, that's your starter fed. Good to go. Got at least 400 grams of starter there, probably about 500. So we can do the same again, tip 400 out, save 100 grams to keep your starter lively and healthy. There we are. Going to kick off is that in a second. You can just carry on packing up, putting your stuff away, making the kids dinner, doing some emails, tidying up. You don't need to worry about over mixing. Looking beautiful. It turns off at the end of 23 degrees, so if you want it to stop at 24, you say it's 23. There we go. We are done. Just wet our hands. Let's have a look. The old window pane. Nice strong gluten, ready to go. So we will now pull this out of our bowl. Wet hands. Just nip it off. It's a bit difficult from this side of the machine, but trying to give you a good view there on the camera. That will do us. Then we're just going to give it a couple of folds just to tighten it up. Get it into a nice ball. There we go. We'll just leave that. We'll wrap it up. So, got some loaves in the fridge. Our Challenger bread pan. Let's get this out. Get a couple of ice cubes. Boom. Shall tip this out into here. Square that up in the middle. And we're going to go in with a slash starting around there in like a crescent kind of shape, in at 45 degrees. Two and a bit ice cubes. Lid on, 240 degree oven. We'll pop 20 minutes on the clock. We'll take the lid off after 20 minutes. We'll come back to it. Right. See what we've got after 20 minutes. Always love taking the lid off, never get bored of it. See what you've got. Oh, there we go. Nice ear on it. That'll go back in now. Another 20 minutes or so. Just going to turn it down a touch. There we go. We'll just check on it throughout towards the end of that 20 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 40 minutes now. Some nice colour on it. There we go. Nice ear. Nice bake. We'll let that cool and we'll cut it up and have a look at the inside. Right, let's have a look at this. Don't think it's going to have the best, it's not the best oven spring ever, but it's pretty good. See what the crumb looks like. Not too bad. Could be more open, but pretty decent. Got another one in the fridge. We'll let that go till tomorrow, I think. We'll see how that one bakes off. But it'll taste banging, I know that much.